everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Mass Make March here at Studioloo. We're on day number 18, which is envelopes. So if you're looking for more info on Mass Make March, please go down below, check the description box. So we have a couple options today. I was thinking about, you know, what is mass making, right? It's like you're either making something from scratch, which you can do with envelopes if you don't already have some, or you can use envelopes you already have in your stash to make them actually useful to go into journals. So I think that's the route I'm going to take. But I first did want to just show you, like, there's lots of ways you can make an envelope. You can literally just take an envelope apart as a template, trace that onto some beautiful paper, follow the folding methodology, and voila, envelope. There's also some incredible Etsy sellers who have beautiful envelopes. A few that come to mind are Release the Craftin'. Here are some of hers from her Goddess of the Woods kit. Just beautiful envelopes. You know, you can get coin envelopes, standard envelopes. Then another example is the paper Cameo. So here are some digitals of her envelopes. Just beautiful envelopes. So all that being said, though, we are going to try to make things out of the envelopes that I have, because otherwise they're just sitting in my stash doing absolutely nothing. I might make these though too. We'll see how our time goes. But I have a bunch of ideas. I grabbed a few other things that I might want to use, like these giant ugly Las Vegas cards, and these Nostalgique by Rebecca Sauer stickers. I'm just trying to kind of take things out of my stash and think about how to use them. So first things first, I think what I want to do here, I need to get maybe some inks and some sprays and stuff, and maybe my grunge box. Okay, so I got some sprays and some inks and things. I probably should have done that before I started filming, but you know, we're here, we're now. I also got my grunge box not too far from me here. So what do I want to do? I'm thinking I'm just going to get started with some scraps and make some fun collage, different kinds of collage envelopes, interesting envelopes. That's the objective for today. I'm going to get my big glue book here and my glue. So I think first things first, I just want to cover this front surface with an image. And I think, like, the backs of the envelope, I'm definitely going to want to grunge it up because I don't want it to just be like stark white. So that's why I'm thinking early on about like what kind of grunge will we have available to us. So I'm going to kind of carefully cut around here, not cutting into the envelope. And I'm not going to make like envelope like ephemera today, like window envelope, you know, double pockets or those kind of things. That's kind of beyond the stage that we're at right now. That's a different kind of video. Today is about making functional journal envelopes. So I'm just going to bring this up because I could see myself actually wanting to stitch these two. So bearing all that in mind, I'm going to hit this with a little bit of ink. I'm going to use some Distress Spray, Uncharted Mariner, and I'm not going to go too crazy because I don't want to get my grunge box right now. Sorry for the little interruption. My son just came for a little visit. Studio baby. Oh, and I got my grunge box because apparently I do need it. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a second envelope to pick up all this. If you watched my greeting card video, you'll see I did that with some envelopes already because, like, look, now we've got a really cool front on this envelope, right? And we're using up the excess ink. So we'll just set that over here. I think for now it's fine. And this one I think is okay. I don't really know what else I want to do with it. Well, you know what? I'm going to dry it. I'm going to take drying breaks though, so you guys don't have to sit here and wait for me to dry things. So I'll dry it now and come back. All right, so this is dry now. And I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit more like decoration with it. I want to add a few more elements, I think, to just make it a little interesting. Maybe this can go down here. And I'm going to open up these stickers because I definitely have a use it up today agenda. I want to like use things up. Because I think I've had these for quite some time. Come out. I'll probably use this for something, this long bag. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to use this. Oh, these are very sticky. Right here. Very cool. Then, where did I put that circle that I just had? There it is. Yeah, so I don't know about you, but I have like a box, I mean a huge box of like, it's an organized box though, but it's got like lots of kind of things that I bought to use as the base for a project. Things like Rolodex cards, envelopes, index cards, you know, blank greeting cards. So like I want to make use of those rather than making more envelopes from scratch. I do make envelopes and I do buy digital envelopes from all sorts of folks. The ones that I mentioned, plus Amity Bloom makes beautiful envelopes. Yeah, but I want to try to use what I have because I'm trying to like make my purchases a little bit, just while I'm like, you know, clearing things out a little bit, a little relevant to my projects. So like if I have a project for something, I'm going to buy new things for it, you know, but like not excessively. Okay, then I need my regular old distress ink here, and it's Dauber because I want to just ink on this a little bit ruthlessly. There we go. To just kind of make it go. And then obviously back here, you want to grunge your whole envelope a bit if it's all going to be, you know, one thing. And something really nice when you're making your own envelopes, if you can print your paper double-sided so the inside has a nice pattern on it, it's a great idea so that, you know, it's interesting. That's a pretty envelope. Okay. And I've used this blue on these ones too. Let's go with this, and then I wonder if I could go ahead and just glue this down, and then we'll start working on this as a base. Because this is a very ugly back to this big card, but I want to use these because they're cool, they're big. They're like so useful for a project. You know, had I been thinking, I actually could have just glued the edges of this and made like a front pocket on that envelope too. Maybe we'll do another one of those like that. But we're here to make envelopes, not dynamic ephemera. But we can do both, I think. Okay. So now there's that. And then I just was thinking I need my grunge box again, because I want to spray this with a little bit of this mixed media art spray. This is color Cherry Red. I want to just get a bit of color on this. Okay, and then flip it, and we're going to do the same on the back. Then flip it a couple of times. I need. Where's that? I'll use another envelope for my schmooshing. Pick it up, flip it over, and do it again. And that'll just pick up this excess ink, right? So now we have that to use as a base. So I'll dry this real quick with you here. Okay. Get rid of the grunge box. Where did I put? Oh, right here. Hold on. Okay. What else do I want to put on here? Some scraps, maybe. Yeah, like as much as I want the card to be like present, I don't want it to be like the only thing. Okay, and we'll grunge this up a bit too. There we go. Okay. Then let's pull this over here. Just want to look and see if I have any good word snippets. I might put a word snippet on there. I sometimes wonder, why do I cut certain things out? Soft, lazy sounds. Why? Friendly letters could be nice. Let's do that because it's an envelope. Okay. Put these back. Now, do we want to maybe embellish something back here? One of these. I missed one of the little cutouts. There we go. Yeah. That's fun. I also have all these little snippets here. I'm going to bring them over here so I can see them. I gotta get a little glue book. One sec. Actually used up my whole glue book. Amazing. Okay. Actually, let's go with this distress ink. I'm just going to directly hit it on the edge of this. There we go. Maybe a little more on the other side. Whoops. Right there. Okay, that one's done. Now, next, we'll start with this maybe, and or let's do that. This is a cluster I made quite some time ago. And I've got some old dyed, this is like a wet wipe that got dyed because I accidentally spilled some ink. And so I mopped it up with this wet wipe, thinking it could be kind of fun here. We need to flip this up though because we need both sides. This, maybe not like that. Little hair there. And then grunge box. Let's grab it for just a minute so that I can spray a little. That's good. I'm going to hit it with some water too, just to kind of activate the ink. Okay. That's going to require a bit of drying. But first we'll do our next envelope technique here so that we get that extra color. Okay, move that over here. Now we'll hit it with some heat. Okay. Get rid of the grunge box, and we will put this down. Okay, I probably could have used glue stick for that, but it's okay. All right, now this. Okay, perfect. And then, I wonder if I can pick any more color up off of this. Just to kind of, not really. Sorta, kinda. I need like a ink brush. Here's one. Okay, that's fine. Just to kind of add a little color at the back. You never know how you're going to be like gluing this into a book, what will be visible and what won't be. That's good. All right. Let's see what's next here. So I have a pink one, I have a blue one. I've already used that. We will start with just this piece of vintage ledger. Grab this stuff again and see what kind of focal points that I have. It might be nice on their photograph album. Mostly very random things in here. But I do have this really pretty moth. That's from like a Release the Crafting digital that didn't get used. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, let's use that. So where is my ruler? Here it is. Okay. Oops. I'll start by just inking the edges of this. And then this too. I don't know why, but I always seem to want to like work on top of my book. It's just like a thing I've started doing. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, this is upside down. Hold on. Will it matter? Will it matter? Will it matter? Yes, it will matter. Let's start again. Let's start again. Let's just see if we can get this up in time. Blipperoo. This is why I should have the flaps up like this instead of down, because then I can see what direction I'm going. It's okay. This is so sticky, so I'm not really concerned. Okay. And I can go back into the corners here. And I change the direction, so I'm just gonna tear a little bit off the edge. And then I'll come in and just re-glue neatly there. We'll ink. We have to ink the edges of the envelope still anyways. Let's do that now maybe. And I can come in and glue again. Here. That's good. This could use some glue. Here we go. Perfect. I'm just going to grunge the whole flap here. Then on the back I'm just going to add a quick ink. As I said, you never know what will still be visible. We don't know. It all depends on how we attach things in the journal. Okay. Then I could probably use another of those little stickers or some kind of a snippety thing. But I'm thinking another of those stickers would be cute. And maybe we'll put one on the front too, to just bring a theme. So I'll put the key here on the front. And then on the back, I'll go with one of these. Like so. Yeah. Okay. Now let's move on to this one. thinking this pen nib down here, this like, I think we have a little punch out in there. Yeah, we do. Cut off the excess here. All right. And what should go over here? I'm going to add a little verse, I think, on the flap, the back. Unless, would it be good here? No, I'm going to put it back here. It says, how slow the time to the warm soul that in the very instant it forms would execute a great design. So that's cool. You know, I'm thinking like a stamp or something would be nice here. But I hadn't really planned on getting my stamps out. Think. I mean, I'm just being lazy. Hold on. I'll grab the stamp closest to me, which is this tree. And I have kind of a cool idea, maybe. What if we did like... Yay. Yeah. That, and then same here. Okay. Alright, let me put the stamp back. There we go. Then what I'll do is just go over this with a bit of the ink as well. There we go. Get rid of this page. Yeah, that's really cute. Alrighty. So I'm going to switch up what I'm doing. Now, let's move this out of the way. And, alright, give me 1 minute to kind of switcheroo. Okay, I'm back, and new idea. I want to use now some of my fabric scraps to make fabric front envelopes. So this is going to obviously require stitching at the end, but I'm going to just go ahead and get started on the envelope fronts, and I'll do the stitching at the very, very end. Where's my glue book? Here it is. So I'm just going to use glue stick because I am going to be stitching around these. Now I have to remember, because I'm not opening up the whole entire envelope, I can only stitch the edge, which means in theory I should run all my fabric all the way across this, because I'm not going to be able to stitch in the middle here. So come back. Okay. Sorry about that. So I'm looking for kind of like strips. That will fit all the way across here. Yep. Okay, so let's just glue up the rest of this. And you can glue lace to the very bottom, or you can stitch it on. I'll probably stitch it on. I'm trying to decide if I want to worry about the back flap as well. Should I cover the back flap? That's not going to be long enough. Let me see. Here, let's use a piece of lace, maybe. That. Okay. I didn't want to use a ton of Fabri-Tac, but I am going to use it just to affix the lace. Alright, now let's think. Fabric fronted envelope. No, we don't need to worry about the flap. Let's not do the flaps. So that's one. Let's keep on moving here. Not long enough. Maybe this. Yes. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to clean my desk after this video, so I'm just not going to worry too hard about my glue book. This is just glue stick. I can get it off very easily. I've been pretty successful endeavoring with keeping this desk clean, so I'm trying to continue doing that. Maybe a strip of this. Yeah, that'll be good. I think I only have about 5 minutes left to make envelopes before I have to do the stitching. Actually, maybe I have 10 minutes. Yeah, I do. I have 10 minutes. Let's use another piece of that. Okay. Not long enough. That aside, I might use that with this. Actually, where'd that other piece of blue go? This would go really cute with that. Yeah. Is it long enough though? Just. Yeah, just long enough. We don't need as much width. Do I want to glue lace on this? Yeah, I do. I like the separation that the lace gives. It's really cool. I need to refill this 3-in-1 bottle. It's doing this annoying thing it does. I'll probably get one more before we need to stitch. Can I make another blue one? Honestly, I just really love this blue, and I think I want to use, I've got this other pink. Like if I could cover the whole thing with blue, that would be great. show you why I want to do that. I have this meshy kind of pink like stuff. I should have left this upside down. Why am I like this? This one I have to glue on well because I won't be able to stitch around it because it's going to be in the middle. Okay. I don't know where I put my spatula. Sorry, wooden ruler, you're just gonna have to suffice here. Okay. I don't think I've ever used that ruler for anything anyways. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I was just thinking, should I add also some of this lace at the bottom? Oh, right there is nice. Let's do that. Oops. Fabric tack. I can hear my dog playing with his ball upstairs. Sorry for that noise if you're hearing it too. He has been a crazy boy today because we had a snowstorm and he loves the snow, and he was just doing zoomies this morning. He was loving every minute of it. All right, let's set that aside. Okay, so it is most definitely time to start making envelopes and to start stitching, and I will come back and show you the final product. All right, all the envelopes have been stitched around. So what I did to keep things easy was when I stitched on my machine, I kept this side up so I could clearly see exactly where I needed to stitch without being like, you know, flummoxed by the fabric. So when I trim the excess, I'll leave a tiny bit of hangover. You also, if you want to, can leave like a lot of hangover at the bottom edge or wherever you want, really, doesn't matter. You can also have lace hang off the bottom. So there's this one. Now we'll get rid of this excess fabric. Just go around here, trim, trim. The bottom's fine on that one. I think, well, let's try to even it up. There we go. Okay. There's this one. Yep. Okay, and then the same with this one. There we go. all these threads away. That's always the big thing. All right, and then I'm not going to worry too hard about grunging the flaps up on these because like it'll sort of depend on what I'm going to do in the journal I put them in. So I'm just going to kind of be happy with these as is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then these ones, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I think these two might be my favorite. I think this one's number 1 maybe, and this one might be number 2. I think those are my 2 faves. Yeah, so what did I say? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we only made 9, but I mean, I think that they're a little more involved, so I'm happy with those. And I think I might make a few more of those with the remaining large cards that I've taken out just, you know, in my own time. So thank you for hanging out with me today. I will see you tomorrow for more Mass Make March.